Coach Walker, and today I'm coming to you with 5 tips for anybody starting a fitness gym. First tip that I have for anybody is do your research, whether that's doing Google searches, talking to different fitness professionals, whatever it looks like. Do your research to figure out what it is that you're trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish, what that looks like, and what the time frames for those goals that you have set for yourself, what it's going to look like for you to achieve those goals, because going into it blind sets you up for failure. And if you go into it with the knowledge and the background that you've done from your research that you've done, you'll be able to ask the right questions. You won't feel overwhelmed by stepping foot in the gym or sitting down and talking with somebody. The second tip I have for people starting their fitness journey is be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself about what your starting point is, what you've done to this point. If you're a fresh off the couch beginner, or if you are someone with a few years of gym experience, be honest with where you are in that journey. Be honest with what your current fitness level is. Be honest with yourself about the goals that you have set for yourself and how those goals align with what your time frames are to accomplish those goals. Number 3 is establish realistic goals. Those goals that you set for yourself. Some people, you say, I want to lose 30 pounds in 30 days. Not realistic for a lot of people, because you have to be realistic about the amount of work you're willing to put in to accomplish those goals. If you're not willing to be in the gym 7 days a week at a minimum of an hour, track all your macros, losing that amount of weight is not going to be in the cards for you. That's not really in the cards for a lot of people in 30 days. So you want to make sure that you are being realistic. If you want to get a 315-pound bench press, but you're only bench pressing the bar right now, set a time frame for what your metrics are going to be, what your milestones, what you want your milestones to look like as you go forward. You want to say, okay, I'm benching the bar now, and 6 months I'm at 315. Unless you're juicing, you're not getting there. Number 4, consult with a fitness professional. I recommend this for anybody, just because it's always better to talk with somebody at a minimum at least once or twice that has more knowledge than you on a given topic. So because they can answer the questions that you may have about the research you've done, and they'll be able to give you a better perspective on what that journey should look like and what that journey might entail. I would say that this consultation, in most cases, should be free, at least the first one, and it should be as detailed as possible. Ask whatever questions you may have at that point in time. If the person is looking to sell you and you know that you don't want to be sold at this point in time, find somebody different that's just going to be able to sit down and have that conversation with you to kind of walk you through the process of what it's going to look like to get you started. Try to find somebody that has multiple disciplines that are a varied background that can give you information on nutrition, fitness, and a lot of different moving parts that are going to take place as you embark on this journey, because you want to make sure you're getting the best information for that time that you're going to spend with that professional, whether it turns into you're paying them for their services, or it's just that consult to get your feet wet and get you kind of the ball rolling in the direction that you want to go. You want to make sure you have that consultation with that fitness professional. Last tip, number 5, give yourself grace. This journey is not going to be linear. It's never been linear for anybody who's ever embarked upon it. So give yourself the grace to make mistakes. Give yourself the space to have setbacks, but also give yourself that space to rebound and push forward and get to where you want to be, because there are going to be great days, there are going to be some good days, there are going to be some terrible days, there are going to be some days where you just want to say F it and not show up. But give yourself the space and the grace to make sure that you show up for yourself and continue to push forward. This has been Coach Walker with 5 tips.